Hello! The sun is now rising and I am eating. Look at this glorious sunrise behind me. And look who else is up bright and early to see the lovely sunrise. I think they're here to see how we do with building the farm. I also believe that they will not be hostile unless I hurt them. So hopefully they'll approve of the work that we do. I'm just going to put the armour on just in case, but so far they seem fairly friendly. I'm going to place a barrel. So it's time to decorate the farm. As I say, definitely needs extending, and I think we'll place a barrel and... Oh, okay. He shot his buddy. My knowledge of this game isn't amazing, but I'm pretty sure if I take down the guy with the banner that then going into villages can be a problem. So I don't exactly know what to do, but they're not really giving me much choice, so it's time to take them out. I don't have much planned for the village just yet, so hopefully we'll figure out a solution. How do I see this? Ah yes, there we go. So bad omen as a curse. I'm pretty sure that means problems if we go into a village. So we've got this cool banner. I don't know if placing the banner is a problem. We'll maybe leave that for later. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, let's decorate this area. So I'm thinking barrels, haystacks, composters, anything that kind of says farm. Makes sense, right? And then we'll see about extending it and how we can get it functional. I might put in trapdoors or something to cover the bits of water that I've placed. I'm not sure how far or how big to make it. Really, I only need wheat as a source for the cows. It's not too big an issue for me. In fact, if anything, how it is now is absolutely fine, but I think we should try and pretty it up a little bit anyway. I like the idea of it being fairly lived in or rugged, just something that's kind of built up as someone has started living here. So I don't think it needs to be anything too neat and tidy. I'm happy for how it is, haphazard lines and that sort of thing. But we do have wheat, and let's see actually if we can feed the cows through that gap. Ah, that's a shame. We can't, so we will need to put a staircase in or something to come up here. But as you can see, this seems to be working just fine. Exactly how we're going to have the staircase, I don't know. Maybe we'll have it at the back so we don't see it. I'm also thinking perhaps we could just fill the cave in a little bit so it kind of curves up and looks natural. It's not actually a staircase, it's just we can walk up the side of the cave or the cliff. Also think this will be where we keep the hay, because this is really the only place I'll be using it. I won't be making any bread or anything. So I'm going to organise some materials and see what we can build up. Okay, so what can we do for building and making this farm pretty? I don't know, so what am I going to do instead? Well, just like with building a base, instead of building the base, I did the area around it so I know what I'm doing. Yes, I'm going to be building the base very, very soon. So, before I get to making this farm, I want to make sure I sort out the land around it. So I definitely want to dig up the sand that's over here. That is an eyesore and completely unnecessary. And maybe shape the bank that goes to this ocean as well. I was clearing out the sand, it became night, I made it day, and I've come back and there is a drowned next to me. So let me sort that out and speed through getting the rest of this island and sand out of the way, and then we'll see what we have left over. Okay, Ireland has gone, and we have another visitor, someone that wants to watch the farm. We'll make this a brief conversation. Yeah, very, very short conversation there. So, we now have space. We now have an idea of where we're going to be placing this farmyard. It looks so much better without the sand. I definitely think I want to get rid of the sand underneath, but before I do that, I'm thinking here would be a nice place for keeping the boat. So it is time to make a dock of sorts. I'm not sure whether to do this with slabs or blocks. I don't know why I thought placing the campfire there would work. So yeah, temporary block, we'll build this out. For anybody that hasn't seen this technique, once we put the fire out, it actually leaves a really cool looking kind of wooden plank area. And I've seen it used for roof designs and things as well. It's just a really cool building block. As you can see, this looks awesome for some sort of walkway onto a dock or something like that. I was thinking pillars and things all around the outside, but actually I like the simplicity of it. It means it would go hand in hand with kind of a rugged, simplistic looking farm. So now I'm thinking we have this kind of rundown hut where we store the spades and the seeds and any crops that we grow and that sort of thing. And then mostly leave the crop area kind of as it is. These fence posts are working out really nice, especially when I put some underneath. It kind of gives this support look. So we'll do that on the other side as well. And I think on top of the fence posts we can place a lantern or something else just to decorate it that little bit more. I was thinking slabs around the outside, or maybe like building a platform on the end here, like maybe like a 4x2 platform, and that's where we'll keep the boat and it'll build out. No, actually, no, scrap that. I really like the look of this, really like simplistic, kind of broken down, kind of almost, kind of like a bridge, or yeah, I think that's really cool. I mean, I was expecting to spend a bit more time building it and designing it, but actually I think this is going to be it. Yeah, there's not really any need for a roof or to extend this out anymore. This is not going to any fancy boat. I have a simple rowboat, so why not keep the dock simple as well? So that means the area around it is done. We have shaped the land a little bit. And we have built the dock. We have now got an idea of the sort of building that we want, so after building that dock it's given me a much better theme and idea of what we're going to build. So I'm going to build a hut. I think in terms of placement, maybe I have it like growing or building into the hill. In terms of simplicity, people building, that would be an easier area to build because they could use the hill to their advantage. To get to the higher parts of the building, and then we can just have this very simple, maybe using the campfires again, roof, or perhaps a sloped roof or something to it. Anyway, I'm going to get ahead to shaping and possibly start building, and we'll skip ahead to where we have something to look at. So here we are. I have not actually done that much. I've cut into the hill, and I'm thinking here is where we're going to have the area. I also think all we're going to really have here is a kind of wooden patio or platform to stand on. I don't think 3's quite enough. We'll go 4 deep with this. And then we'll have beams or fence posts going up. And we'll sort out some sort of really simple sloped roof, maybe with some holes and patches in it. I hear lots of people talk about how slabs aren't a spawnable block, so I will use slabs. It also uses less resources, so that is great. We'll use spruce so that it fits in with all the trees and stuff that are around it and just above it. So we'll have fence posts back here, and I'm thinking logs at the back just to kind of solidify and strengthen the structure. So we'll build this up. I'm not sure how high, but I am thinking of a sloped roof though. So maybe we'll go a bit higher at the back and then we'll be able to slope it down. Yeah, that looks a bit too low and it'll be a bit too sort of claustrophobic and stuff. So we'll come in here, we'll use the slabs. Not too worried about using too much of the same wood because, as I say, there are literally trees behind us, so it kind of fits into the area. It's what people would use, isn't it? You would use what you have around you. And we'll just very simply do slabs in a diagonal pattern heading down. I'm going to speed it up while we get through this, and we'll have a look at how it looks once the roof is in place. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have. Yeah, that looks okay. Obviously, have to raise these fence posts, but I think I'm out of fence posts, so let's make some of those quickly. Somehow I always manage to miss the fence posts and go straight to the gate. The amount of gates that I've made trying to make fences is ridiculous. Yes, I make a lot of stupid mistakes. And that is one too short, I think. That's the problem with using slabs. So that slab is a top block slab. What should we do here? I'm thinking at the top, if we make that go out straight so it kind of curves down, or maybe curve it from the bottom. Yeah, I think it would look better. Yeah, I think it would look better at the top. Actually, I could just extend this out one. Because obviously the slab next to it is going to be fine. We could maybe have the posts from the grass, so the patio is built. And the roof overhang. Yeah, actually, I think that would look rather cool. So the roof overhangs the area. That means you would definitely be sheltered when you're working in the rain. Yeah, that's quite nice. And then if I put some slabs across here, so we have like this flat overhang to make it a bit more obvious. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I might put some extra slabs at the top just to kind of thicken that area up. Actually, that looks rather weird. Maybe if we put another one at the back, so kind of thickens out to thin. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I think I'll do that all the way across. That's cool. So it kind of thins out as well as slopes down. And then it gives it a bit more of a curve to where it flattens out at the bottom. Because we now have this new bit of roof as an overhang, I'm thinking we take out the grass here and the posts can be built into the wood. Probably makes more sense in terms of the actual building and structure. And we still have the overhang, so we still have a bit more depth to it. Yes, that is cool. I like that. It merges really well with the kind of curve of the hill and obviously the trees and stuff around it using the same wood. That fits really neatly. I think that's exactly how it would be for a simplistic farm build if you kind of lived in the area. This is the sort of thing that would probably end up being built. Let's fill in the back wall. It wouldn't be dirt at the back. We need some lighting because that's going to be a half post at the top. I don't think we can hang directly from that, so I'll put some posts in, then hang a lantern from that. Oh, we only have one lantern at the moment, so let's... So I need to make some more lights, but let's have a look. Yeah, that's looking really cool. We can... Yeah, that's looking really cool. We'll put some barrels and haystacks and stuff in to decorate. I'm wondering if we can push this wall back one, so there's a bit more depth involved again. It looks really flat against these posts. I'm not sure I quite like it, but I'm worried it's going to look a little bit silly from the back. Yeah, it's kind of like going to push into the hill. Oh, actually, maybe we could grow the hill. Yeah, we could put some like turf and grass here to kind of build it out. I don't know if that's going to make it look too kind of Hobbit, like it's grown into the land. I wanted it to be a building of its own, not to look like it's another kind of cave structure in the land. You're hardly going to see it. If I build up at the front, you won't really see the back. No, I think we're messing around with it. I don't think it needs to go that far back. It's becoming too big of a platform and a building now. There's no need for that much space. I quite like the idea of it being kind of cluttered and not claustrophobic, but all kind of on top of each other and busy. Being a bigger space, that's less likely to feel like that. I'm going to dig that back out. I'm going to put a light in because I don't exactly know the mechanics of spawning monsters and mobs yet, but I know that light is good. So we'll put a light there just in case anything is likely to spawn back there. And I think that's basically the farm kind of functional. It's just decoration time now, so let's cycle this over to daytime and we'll have a look at what we can do decoration-wise. But I think it's actually looking really, really cool already. Hello, campers. It is morning. I forgot to make a lantern, so I will head back up in a moment and do just that. But we have a fully functional farm, and I have started to make this kind of bridge pathway over the water areas. It means that I can get from one side to the other without trampling across the crops. Again, it seems a fairly logical thing. It's simply slabs and trapdoors. I've also dug out the corner around here. I'm thinking, again, we could maybe put a cliff, like an overhang in place, perhaps extend the farm out that way, but after digging it, I actually just liked the way that it looked just open. It looked pretty cool. Okay, here we are with the sun going down. Let's have a look at our new area as the sun is setting. As you can see, I made some more lanterns. The dock is looking rather nice. I have a little bit of a lamppost that I've put into the farm area. And I've decorated a little bit in the little farmhouse or hut that we've made. We have a composter for all of the additional seeds. I'm thinking that we'll keep all of the sugarcane here as well, seeds, and then any of the tools that you need just for the gardening, so the hoe and spade and stuff like that. And I don't think we'll ever need to craft, but having crafting tables is not a problem. If we ever forget anything and we're by the boat going out, we can quickly craft something up, so we'll put that next to the fishing hut as well. We need to have some sort of path that leads up to where the base is going to be, but let's have a look at what this place looks like from where the base will be. Oh, have a look at this guy over here. He looks to have an enchanted bow. I assume they have a chance of dropping what they have, so let's take him out and see if we get this bow. No bow. That's unfortunate. Ah, death by sweetberry bush. Okay, we have the cows. Soon that will be functional. Hey, look at the arrows. That's cool. And yeah, soon that will be functional. We can get rid of the sweetberries. So, here we are. This is the farm. We have it built and looking cool, and it's fully functional, as you can see. We can very quickly run along here, get all of the wheat and the seeds, replant the seeds, and we're away. This is probably already enough wheat to do quite a few rounds and get the cow farm up to the point where we are getting meat and leather. So it is completely and fully functional, and as I say, I really like this very simplistic, almost like medieval style villager. It's very cool, and then this is something we can contribute and think towards the base. We will probably be looking at building the base next episode, so I will have a bit of a think of what we can do there. I'm thinking maybe, like I say, a medieval kind of log cabin, simplistic wood, maybe patchy parts, but I'm really struggling with how the build actually works, so I'm going to flip over into a creative world that I've made and have a go at building a house and seeing if I can find anything that I like, and that'll be next episode. And that is it for this episode. So for anyone that has made it this far, I would like to say thank you to anyone that even clicked on the video, but you will never hear it because you didn't make it this far. So to you, lucky people, thank you so much. Here is all of my appreciation and love sent your way. And until the next video, bye!